Is the music world ever witnessed a saga quite like this? What happens when the lives of music royalty intertwine in unexpected ways, reshaping not only their destinies but perhaps the very fabric of pop culture? In the world of celebrity and glitz, few names shine as brightly as Beyoncé. Known for her unparalleled talent and commanding presence, she has consistently remained at the pinnacle of the music industry. Parallel to her stardom runs another narrative, that of her daughter, Blue Ivy, a budding icon in her own right, born into music royalty and observed closely by the world since her birth. Adjacent to Beyoncé's narrative is that of Nelly, a rapper who skyrocketed to fame in the early 2000s with hits that defined a generation. Linked to Nelly through musical collaborations and long-standing industry relationships is Ashanti, a singer whose sweet voice and compelling lyrics captured the heart of the rap scene around the same time. It's a crisp autumn evening when the news breaks. The internet is abuzz, social media notifications are pinging relentlessly, and the headlines are bold and shocking. Blue Ivy, daughter of Beyoncé, reportedly pregnant by Ashanti's husband Nelly. This revelation sends waves through the entertainment community, sparking conversations, debates, and an insatiable hunger for more details. As the story unfolds, we trace back to the origins of these interconnected relationships. We explore Beyoncé's journey as a mother and a megastar, carefully shielding her children from the relentless paparazzi while nurturing their talents and interests. Blue Ivy, often seen but not heard, has grown up under the watchful eyes of the world, her every move scrutinised and celebrated. Meanwhile, Nelly's marriage to Ashanti, a union that seemed to blend seamlessly into the fabric of rap and hip-hop lore, now faces its most significant public scrutiny. How did these paths cross in such a controversial and newsworthy way? The article delves into the timeline of events that might have led to this unexpected news. It examines the gatherings, the industry events, and the quiet, off-record moments that might have facilitated the crossing of paths between Blue Ivy and Nelly. Experts weigh in on the implications of such a relationship, considering the legal, social, and personal ramifications. As the world reacts, so do the families involved. The narrative explores the potential conversations within the family, the management team's strategic meetings, and the public relations maneuvers that follow. We look at how Beyoncé, master of controlling her public image, addresses the situation both privately and publicly. The article reflects on the broader impact of celebrity culture on young individuals growing up in the limelight. It discusses the pressures faced by children of celebrities, the expectations placed upon them, and how these narratives shape their personal and public lives. As the details continue to unfold, and the world watches closely, it becomes evident that the saga of Beyoncé, Blue Ivy, Nelly, and Ashanti is more than just tabloid fodder. It's a complex tapestry of fame, family, and the inevitable intertwining of both. As the layers of this intricate story unfold, we shift focus to the emotional repercussions on the individuals involved. At the centre is Blue Ivy, a young woman caught in the blaze of media spotlight from her earliest days. We explore the psychological impact of growing up in such a unique and scrutinised environment, supported by insights from psychologists who specialise in child celebrities. The narrative contemplates how such a public discourse surrounding her personal life could influence her future and her relationships within and outside her family circle. The music industry and the global media machine have their own roles in this saga. The narrative captures the frenzy of activity behind the scenes as music executives, PR specialists, and marketers grapple with the unfolding drama. We see the rapid response from the media with exclusive interviews, speculative articles, and the relentless pursuit of the next big headline. This section reflects on the symbiotic yet often parasitic relationship between celebrities and the media, examining the cycle of news creation and consumption that feeds public fascination with celebrity scandals. Fans of Beyoncé, Nelly, and Ashanti take to social media to voice their shock, support, or criticism. This part of the narrative analyses the diverse fan reactions, from heartfelt empathy to rampant speculation. Social media posts, fan art, and video content flood the internet, each adding a layer to the public persona of the celebrities involved. The discussion extends to the impact of fan culture on personal narratives, questioning the ownership of personal stories when public figures are involved. Given the sensitivity of the situation, particularly involving a young person like Blue Ivy, the story explores the legal and ethical boundaries of reporting on celebrity children. Legal experts discuss the protections surrounding minors, highlighting the responsibilities of the media and the public in respecting these boundaries. This section also reflects on the role of consent and privacy, offering a critical view of how celebrity news is handled and consumed. The narrative then projects into the future, speculating on the long-term implications for everyone involved. How will this impact Blue Ivy's personal development and public image? What changes might occur in the careers and personal lives of Beyonce, Nelly, and Ashanti? This section uses expert analysis to predict potential shifts in music collaborations, public appearances, and personal branding strategies as a result of the scandal. As the story winds down, it reflects more broadly on what this incident reveals about celebrity culture in the 21st century. It discusses the hunger for sensational stories, the impact of social media on privacy, and the human cost of fame. This contemplative section invites readers to consider their own role as consumers of celebrity news and the ethical considerations that it entails. The saga of Blue Ivy's rumoured pregnancy is more than a mere sensational headline. It's a poignant reminder of the complexities of life in the limelight and the human stories behind the flashing cameras. As we dissect these layers, we gain not only insight into the lives of those directly involved, but also a deeper understanding of our societal fascination with and consumption of celebrity culture. As the dust begins to settle on the initial shock of the news, we turn our attention to the personal stories behind the headlines. It's important to remember that behind every news clip and article are real people, grappling with the realities that their private lives are now public spectacle. This section delves into personal interviews, where available or hypothetical introspections based on known facts, giving a voice to Beyonce, Nelly, Ashanti, and most importantly, Blue Ivy. Each narrative strives to strip back the celebrity facade and reveal the human emotions and conflicts that lie beneath. This part of the narrative explores the support systems surrounding our protagonists. How does a family as scrutinised as Beyoncé's cope with such intense public and media pressure? Discussions with mental health professionals and those who have worked closely with celebrity families provide insight into the coping mechanisms that high-profile individuals might employ. We discuss the importance of a strong support network and how these families navigate the complexities of their lives while maintaining a semblance of normalcy. As the narrative nears its conclusion, we address the role of the consumer in these celebrity sagas. This section focuses on media literacy, urging the audience to consider the sources of their information and the reliability of the narratives they consume. It challenges the audience to reflect on their own engagement with celebrity news and how their appetite for sensational stories feeds into the media's portrayal of public figures. Linking closely with media literacy is the ethics of journalism. This section critiques the ways in which the story has been reported and discusses the impact of ethical versus sensationalist journalism on public perception. It includes opinions from industry experts on how journalism should balance the public's right to know with the right to privacy of individuals, especially when minors are involved. As we conclude, we reflect on what this episode can teach us about fame, responsibility, and humanity. The story of Blue Ivy, Beyoncé, Nelly, and Ashanti is not just a fleeting piece of gossip. It is a complex interweaving of lives played out on the world stage. It serves as a powerful reminder of the pervasive impact of celebrity culture and the real effects it has on those who live it. It asks us to empathise, to think critically, and to respect the humanity of all individuals, regardless of their public stature. This saga, while deeply personal for those involved, has sparked important conversations about privacy, media ethics, and the nature of fame in the digital age. As we move forward, let it also serve as a catalyst for change in how we consume and interact with media. In the aftermath of such revelations, the ripple effects extend far beyond the individuals directly involved. This section explores how the news impacts the broader music and entertainment industry. Record labels, endorsements, and collaborative projects might feel the weight of public opinion, shifting their strategies accordingly. The narrative investigates potential shifts in brand alignments and sponsorships, speculating on how companies might distance themselves or draw nearer based on public sentiment and the unfolding events. Further, we delve into the dynamics within the fan bases of Beyonce, Nelly, and Ashanti. How have their communities reacted to the news? This part of the narrative looks at fan forums, social media discussions, and fan club statements to gauge the collective response. Are fans supportive? Or do they feel betrayed? How do these communities reconcile their admiration for the artist to work with their personal actions and the controversies they are involved in. Social media influencers play a crucial role in shaping public opinion, especially in situations involving high-profile celebrities. This section analyses how influencers have contributed to the narrative, for better or worse. Some might use their platforms to spread rumours and speculation, while others call for privacy and respect towards the families involved. The narrative explores the impact of these influencers, considering their reach and the trust placed in them by their followers. As we near the end of our exploration, it's crucial to consider the long-term implications of such a story on the legacies of those involved. How will this chapter affect the historical perceptions of Beyonce, Blue, Ivy, Nelly, and Ashanti? Will it be a footnote or a defining moment? Historians and music critics weigh in, discussing how personal lives and public controversies have historically impacted artists' careers and legacies. The narrative then turns to the future, considering how each individual might move forward from this complex situation. What lessons have been learned, and how will they inform future decisions and life paths? This section speculates on the personal growth that might arise from navigating such a public ordeal, considering potential new directions in both personal and professional capacities for Beyoncé, Blue, Ivy, Nelly, and Ashanti. In wrapping up, the narrative re-emphasises the human element. Despite the glamour and the spotlight, at the heart of this story are people, mothers, daughters, husbands, and friends. This section calls for empathy and understanding, urging the audience to remember the common human experiences that connect us all, regardless of fame or status. This episode has illuminated not only the complexities of life under the public eye, but also the broader cultural dynamics that frame our interactions with celebrity culture. It serves as a mirror reflecting our own values and the evolving landscape of media consumption. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.